We're not doing live?
No, I want to. Oh, it is say it's live.
Okay, good.
Okay, well, it's live, I guess. I will have to edit it later.
Are we live right now?
Apparently so.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi.
Hey there. Well, and
We're
welcome
such
back.
we're such old techie people. It's like
Are we such boomers?
I need to be like, man, what is yeah,
Uh-huh.
I have a magnifying glass. Yes, I do. So
That
I
is
can
right.
read.
Those things come in handy, actually, better than you
It
think.
does.
These old eyes
I
holding up like they used to.
know, man.
But
So
everybody, welcome back. This is your all things collectibles, things you didn't
it's
know
right.
you wanted until now. I hate and I miss saying that, but I hate that I don't get to say that on my intros anymore because I was thinking about it. What do we have this upcoming weekend? Actually, it wasn't last weekend. It turns out it is this upcoming weekend.
Oh,
The
the
oddity,
oddities?
the oddities world tour.
Yeah, dude. It's kindly expensive, but it seems worth it.
It does. We're gonna be at Shikori Hills, but
I know.
It might be worth a Sunday trip because I'll be out. We'll be out Sunday pretty early, and we can get there.
I mean, it is a pretty cool, dude. I don't know
Oh,
if we
we
can
got to see
handle
it.
doing that. I mean, it's going to be cool. I've seen all the, like the different items that are there, and I mean, it's when you talk about odd,
Yeah,
that's really tapping into the deep, dark side, the
mm,
weird, the awkward, the really gnarly stuff, man. Like,
right. Oh
it's going to
no,
be cool.
absolutely. I'm pretty psyched for it. But I was just thinking about that. It's like, man, I wonder what's there. Things I didn't know I wanted until I get there, and then it's like, ooh, I've got to have this.
I mean, if you could think of the weirdest thing right now, it's like, oh, I'd like a skull of a unicorn. I bet you can find one. Like,
I
I don't know
actually
why.
would love a unicorn skull, to be
I
honest.
don't. I mean, that would be kind of dope. I mean, seriously, that would be
I
really
would
cool.
hang that shit on my wall back right back there and the rest of the bric-a-brac that's going on. I love those things, those weird things like that.
I know, right? A mounted. Oh my god, that's actually a great idea. Start making mounted unicorns like a taxidermy would on a deer.
That, that would be
Noted. If y'all
so
anyone knows of any of them around, shoot us a message. I want one.
of taxidermists or unicorns.
No, no, like a unicorn that was done by a taxidermy that looks almost legit.
Okay, I hate to break it to you, but unicorns aren't real.
What? I'm
Yeah.
just. I know. They're just my favorite.
But for all those who question it, narwhals are the unicorn of the sea.
Oh, dude, legit. I worked with
Yeah.
this dude who thought that narwhals were a mythical creature. I'm dead
Yeah.
serious. He
It
really
encountered
thought.
people more often than not actually that were like, there's no such that's not a real animal. It's like actually that is a legit real animal.
And
And that
if that
horn,
thing can be real, why can't a unicorn?
oh, it's real. It's unicorns are real. They're just smart.
Dragons were real one day. I mean, obviously, you get them. Anyway,
These are my
we're
hope-
getting on a tangent.
Oh yeah, completely off
We're
topic here.
we we've been gone for 2 weeks here, and there's been a lot of stuff really kicking up in the mix right
Yes.
here. We're going to have a few things to talk about. We're going to cover briefly playoffs in both hockey and basketball. We're going to
Yep.
touch on some baseball items really quickly, surface level. We're going to dig into PSA tag and the grading market because that's going to be it's kind of in a tizzy right now. We're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on some new products like the tops that just dropped, which is big news and has had a bunch of chirps and chatter. We're going to touch up on some hockey drops like the flare items.
Mm.
TCG really quickly on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle updates, along with the Strickhaven 2 drop, and then Pokemon to follow it up with the latest two series that just dropped. Right? It sounds about right.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
We'll start with a quick update with the Dudley Dispatch here and the news for
I don't know.
you.
I'm trying to do the noise.
I know I can't do it. I'm not a good effect person here. Yeah, right now it's 2-1 right now. The Flyers. Oh God. Sorry, I keep getting distracted here because I've got the
Two
game.
two. 2-2. 2-2. Just scored. 2-2.
You must be ahead of me. I'm on a delay.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Just scored. Boom.
What freaking delay am I on?
59 seconds left in the third period. Tied it up.
Oh
Bah!
my gosh! There it is. Okay. Well then.
Sorry. Got excited.
Yep. Nope. That's exciting. I missed it. So you
I
told me.
just looked down and caught that.
There you go. But
Okay.
for all those who care about some hockey, we are up 1-0 for the series. And now it looks like we're tied. This is getting close. Hopefully,
It's
we
getting close, guys.
four and
Let's
out.
go, Canes.
Let's
Let's
get it done.
go.
We need to rest because this time we're going in. We're looking strong this year. It's looking good.
Well, yeah, and you know who else is looking strong?
Don't you
Oh
say
my
it.
gosh, to touch up on the dispatch, we got some major scores this season for some sports.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Avalanche is looking so dude, they're scary good.
Yeah,
They
they are.
scored 9 goals.
I know.
9. And then
They
but
look.
and Wild scored 6.
It sounds like the goalies were just like on
They
break.
gave up. They're
Yeah.
like, that's it. I'm done. McKinnon has shot enough. Maker's done. Like, dude, 9 goals. That's
Oh,
insane.
speaking of McKinnon, I'm sorry. I got to roll back here. Get in my little case. I was so psyched about this.
Oh yeah, man, that's a good one.
This is kind of a partial what's in the box. This was in the box, baby. Hell to the yes.
Bootleg. That's such
Oh
a
yeah,
good
the
one.
bootleg card. That's a short print. This is a sick card. I mean,
What's
it
those
just
dings? Is that people signing on or something?
yeah. Sorry, I got people texting. But look at those how it pops. You see how it's
Dude, it's
raised?
gorgeous.
This
It's
thing is
gorgeous.
so sick. Uh, yeah, those bootlegs are so beautiful. Anyway, had to share
Well,
that. Brought up McKinnon.
speaking, McKinnon's nasty. Okay, they're scary good. So that's someone who's going to be one to reckon with.
No,
But
absolutely.
playoffs are going, second leg of the playoffs for them and basketball. So basketball, man, we got some pretty insane scores too. Just one to really note was when the Knicks beat the Hawks on last
Oh
Thursday by
yes.
51
Oh
points.
my gosh. How stupid is that? That is insane.
51 points.
I know.
And you know what's even crazier
What's
is
that?
that no one on the Knicks broke 30 points.
I didn't
No
know that.
one.
That's a
Yeah.
solid.
That
That is
stat alone right there, just I mean, so they had their top 5 players that were all in the 20s, every last one of them.
wow.
So it's like, holy crap. But not one broke over 20. It was 29. It was the
Yeah.
top player. But insane. Even the bench was hot. I mean, they had double digits for even 6 more players on the bench. So like
Man.
it was crazy. So
And
some
currently up
big scores.
83-56.
What's that?
They're currently third quarter. They're up 83-56.
Yeah,
So
currently right now, the
yeah,
Knicks are beating 6. Yeah.
that's
So they're
insane.
taking it and running with it right now. Knicks, man, when you have that kind of delivery, when you share the ball that much, I mean, it's just, I
Yeah,
mean, it's
they're
crazy.
gelling, man. They're gelling. I love it. Go
They really are.
Knickerbockers.
Yeah.
All right.
So then we got, speaking of big scores also, you had
Yeah.
brought up that to me about was it yesterday or it was no, it was Saturday when the Pirates
Oh my
scored
gosh.
17-7.
Yeah, I had to tell you double, and I know it's not crazy because I mean the Red Sox also had a crazy score, but every single player I think on their bench had a RBI.
It's impressive.
That's honestly, I mean the Pirates aren't doing great this year, but that was a solid game. I mean it was the Reds, right? Whoever they
Well, yeah,
played.
it was the Reds, but still, I mean, right now it's early in the league, or early in the season. Like
I-
even like we said, are so excited 2 weeks, only 2 weeks ago. Yes, the Twins are on top. Now the Twins are on the bottom.
That's
So
all it
that's how
takes
quick
for
the
the Twins to
changes.
go boo. Oh, come on, Twins. As soon as we decided to go ahead and make you our team, sure enough, you're shit in the bed.
Hey, we're still following. That's our team,
I
Twins,
know, I
naturally.
know.
Let's go.
Hey, look, I grabbed on to Kansas City at a time when they last won a playoff before Patrick Mahomes, and that
Yeah.
was Joe Montana, right? In the 90s,
True.
94.
Yep.
So I stayed true as a fan, even though they sucked for years. But anyway, Twins, let's do this. Come on, do it for the
Let's do
Twins.
it. So, those are some quick updates. There's so much more in the news with sports right now. We just got done with the draft, which was crazy. It was
Oh
a
yeah,
pretty, I would say it's a pretty crazy like draft. And I would say like the winners of the draft would be considered like the linemen. Linemen finally got their show. They got their paydays. They got their first round. It was a massive run of linemen for the first and second round.
yeah,
Really, really
Ed?
good for those guys in the trenches, man. I really love it because they are like the unsung heroes, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But so we got some good stuff in the draft. Naturally, Mendoza went to Vegas, which everyone knew. Um, I naturally am upset yet again of the Dolphin draft.
Why?
So let's why? It's
Yeah.
just they had 13 picks. They could have picked an entire offense and they decided to pick two tight ends, and they didn't pick certain players that I really wanted,
Yeah.
like Jeremy Bernard, certain players that it was weird that certain players went at certain times, and to top it off, Malik Willis throws this wild pitch at the opener. Just nothing looking good for me.
Come on. Don't hang on too much to it. Honestly, he doesn't play baseball, luckily. He plays football.
You're still
Different
throwing a
ball.
ball in a
Eh,
direction that you have to
different
be
ball.
somewhat accurate.
It's whatever. I'm not going to be too hard on him, only because my man did the same thing. Patrick Mahomes, who's kind of one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he kind of knows how to throw a football in just about every way possible. But his first pitch in the NFL, when he first was drafted, his first pitch in the MLB was also high, so high that they couldn't catch it. It hit the backstop. It looked pathetic. He had erased all history of it, but I don't think people should worry about Malik. It's not indicative of his quarterbacking. So
Ah, we'll see. I'm just kind of questioning some of the moves, but they might know better than me. I don't know.
I need to
Whatever.
know something. Do the people that go out throw the first pitch? Do they get to warm up at all? Do they just simply walk out and throw?
I've never thrown a first pitch before.
I know, but I've actually never asked this question before. I would like to actually find out if they get to warm up at all. Because if you think about it, if you were to go out there, I mean, we've played baseball
Give
before.
me a few pitches. Yeah, definitely.
You
Give me a
know,
few.
throwing cold, stepping out there. There's a lot of things. I'm just making a lot of excuses here. I just don't want you to start rushing to judgment here like he's going to be a horrible.
Okay. Well, by all means, we got past our draft. Okay.
Right.
And naturally, it kind of went off where everyone gets graded. The grades really don't matter, but it kind of sets off the season.
Right.
Everyone kind of gets really excited. And now we got to wait for training to be done to get into preseason. So,
Right.
um,
Right. Well,
so with this dead period, as I'd say, maybe give it another 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to flatline almost on the football prices. Now, we'll get into these pricings because I wanted to jump from this dispatch and I wanted to jump into kind of segues into our 3-2-1 from last week
oh yeah, let's do an update for the 3-2-1. Good point.
because I made a big mistake.
Yeah. Okay. Let's real quick recap. I had three buys, which my three buys were Concanopal, Caleb Williams, Cam Ward. My sell was a JJ McCarthy, and my deep cut was Connor Griffin. Yours was buy for Paulo Banchero, say it,
Ben
Bacaro,
Caro,
Bacaro, Bo Nix, and Kevin, say it.
McNiggle.
There. All right, and then your sell was Cooper Flag, and then your deep cut was
Well, it was two. My deep cut was Will Howard and Carson
Will Howard,
Bench.
and yeah, Carson Bench. Um, I like Will Howard, Carson as well, but anyway, the
Well,
Cooper Flag.
Carson's not he's not doing great,
Okay.
but he's on the Mets. So
Okay.
Mets are at the bottom of the league. So
Horrible.
he hasn't really hit his stride yet. He doesn't have a lot of support. But he's a rookie and he's a solid. He's got some good upside. Once he starts sitting in there, we got a lot of season to go. So you can get him at a real big discount now. So I stand on that one. So my one I stand on.
Got it. Okay. Well, just to kind of touch a little, it's hard to kind of get a full aggregate of this of each one of these cards for each one of these players because there's so many cards and so many things. So I tried to do kind of like a basis on tracking these things based on kind of like the uptick or the low tick on the number of sales per card, not the cost per card or the
Right,
value.
right.
It kind of it's significant towards like who's buying what, or are they sitting, and how much are they up or down buying wise. So as a whole, overall, I mean Cooper Flag obviously got a big bump. He got the MVP or the Rookie of the Year, right?
He did
So
get rookie of the year, so I was wrong on Constantinople, which I still stand by Con. I think he should have
I'm
won it, but
shocked.
anyway.
I'll be honest, I'm shocked. I know that or Coop Flag went in with all the clout, and there are so many analysts that had Constantinople. Even I still think by the numbers, Constantinople had more impact as a rookie than Cooper Flag.
Easily,
For
easily.
I can agree with that. And do I think Constantinople will have a longer? I just have a feeling that he'll have a longer run than Coop Flag will. So, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But that's where the Rookie of the Year went, and we're waiting on MVP. I think SGA has a pretty clear lead.
He
Um,
does, but it's really close right now. It's still very close. Wimbenyama is really like people are kind of really thinking that Wimby might be it. But then don't throw out Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's still there.
he's a long shot
So
at this point. I
at
think.
this point, yeah, I think it's between Wimby and SGA. So um, we'll see.
Yeah. And
So
so, based on the 3-2-1s that we called, the between Paulo, Bo, and Kevin, and then Con, Caleb, and Cam, still too early to tell, right? Those were buy
still,
and holds. I still stay true to the buy and holds. I still think Constantinople, especially now since he has dipped a little bit in price overall.
oh yeah, now
Um,
is a good buy. Yeah, you're
now
right.
it's a good buy, especially for his stuff, because I really think that he's going to have the long haul on this. Because he has had a dip in his card, so I'm still on a big buy for him. And
So
then, yeah, between JJ McCarthy, now Cooper Flag is obviously not a sell. He's got a big, he's got a big. Well, technically speaking, he did take a little bit of a leap here with this announcement. So overall, I think he's up like 20 some percent on his just his activity of
well,
sale.
once you know this as well as I do, I mean, just those who don't, once you get an announcement like this,
Oh
the
yeah.
cards go super value, the cards go crazy
Hmm.
for so it is definitely if you wanted to sell, you can probably get top dollar. It will dip in a month time frame. All
Right.
right, where they're getting ready for the draft
In
and moving into
summertime,
all.
it will dip.
So if you want to hold and it will take a bump as it gets longer and we'll see how the season starts for him.
Yeah.
However, like right now, I would still say that he's a sell
Yeah.
because of how much you're going to get for him.
Yeah.
Um, and how much confidence do you have that he's going to come back next year and pull something like a Wimby? Although in all fairness, Wimby was injured, so
Yep.
just saying.
Yeah.
So you can keep him, you can capitalize right now. So I'm keeping him as a sell, but I did say sell too early
Right.
because I
Well,
didn't think he was
that's
going to
okay.
be.
You did sell anticipating the MVP. I know. Um, with between Cam, Caleb, and let me see here. I'm going to do the football ones. We had the Bo Nix, the Cam, and the Caleb Williams. Cam Ward is still he is. I'm still thinking he's a buy, even though people are letting him go. He's trending down still,
Yep,
but
he's a buy.
I say he's still a buy. I'm sticking by it.
He's a
And
buyer.
he's kind of gone down just a hair. It's not much, just about 3% or so. Same with Caleb Williams. He's taken a little bit of a drop too. I still
Yep.
think he's a solid buy. This is still football. We're not there yet. We got to wait until the season
Yep.
comes. Bo
Yep.
Nix has a surprising little surge. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but Bo Nix has had a little surge that's ticked up. So he's on the up.
Yep. So we got some but and see these are there's a lot of sales, there's a lot of tick marks that happened lately because I'm going to meld in the drops that we have. Like I said, we're going to update. So tops, those who didn't know, probably if you're watching this then you know the
Right.
Tops Chrome football just dropped, first licensed product of Tops in a long time,
Right.
and it's hot. I mean hot,
Yeah.
but it has taken a dip. Obviously, the first week it's out, if you got broke and sold, you're the biggest winners right now. It has leveled off and it's come down a little bit, but just to show you here, one of these cards, like I said, can you see this?
Hold on. Say that again.
Can you see this?
Yeah. It's a little blurry right now. So
Is it too close or too far?
no, it's right now, I guess whatever, it's updating so it's blurred. So you're gonna have to tell it to me.
So this is the Cam Warts that I hit in the new Tops
Oh,
product.
the Kim. Yes, the
It's
gold.
the of 50, the True Gold of
Nice.
50, and this is one of the variant images. So guys, you got to be careful to look for the variant. Tops does this thing with variant images, just like they did with the Cooper Flag rookie card. He has there's two different styles. Now this is the variant. The variant is twice as rare as the regular, and then it's an of 50. Now, instantly you could have sold this, but I got it a little late, and this is a definite hold. This is one of our holds.
Yeah.
But just to show you some of the Tops products, super clean. They have some some miscuts on some of them, but they have some really cool inserts. Tops is like one of those products. So right now it's super hot, so it kind of gave the bump and especially with the draft, it gave that bump to the NFL market right now for those who are trying to sell. You probably got another, I'd say, month at tops best to sell to get top value for your cards, um,
Mhm.
unless it's veterans or something like that.
Right.
um, Keeping numbered and autos and auto patches.
Autos
Well,
are where it's at, really.
autos are the
Autos
best.
are essentially where it's at. The numbers are and patches are all right, but the ones that really retain value and go up are going to be the autos.
Yep, that's
Keep
right.
it real. So
So
I'm
that
liking
was.
that. So we'll keep updating this and keep tracking these.
Oh, I wanted to add one more buy to this. Speaking
Okay,
of
you want to
which,
add one more buy? I'm gonna
yeah.
get my pen out
So
and writing this down.
yeah, one more buy I'm adding is Ben Rice. Ben Rice is New York Yankees first baseman.
Really?
hmm And he is cracking those home runs.
Is
He
that right?
is. He's young. He's new in the league, um, and he is what only a couple behind Aaron Judge. So this guy is knocking them out of the park. So being so young, he's already been. I think people, Yankees are at the top of their division, but people have already honed in on Ben Rice. He's still a buy and hold. I mean, if he's putting this type of numbers up this early, he could be like an Aaron Judge, an Otani, or something like that. He's showing up. Um, but
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and add Ben Rice to that because get him on the upswing. He's got a long season ahead of him, and I think he's got some longevity with him. So Ben Rice.
I like it. Okay. I added that to your buy list. For now, I don't have anyone. I'm still sticking to it and still sticking to my JJ sell. Do you have any updates that you want to sell? Are you sticking with
Any updates on sales? Cooper Flag, and I mean, any like really, I just want to group it into any football that you just don't feel like getting. Like if you bought the new Tops Chrome, any
yeah,
footballs that you
immediate
don't like,
immediate sell.
just immediately. So
Yeah.
that's the only ones that I'm going with. for right now, and then
For instance, I
we'll
just
update.
sold a Drake May Topps Chrome leather refractor. Right?
Yeah,
It's a pretty standard. It's not short print, but it's a pretty generic print. I'm not really big on the leather print. I'll be honest.
yeah,
Just sold for 12.50 as a veteran card.
yeah.
That I
There you
will keep
go.
all day long.
Yep,
Honestly,
and they're fairly common.
yeah,
Um,
they're
a little
fairly
bit less common than the base. Um, about as common as the refractor.
right, but the refractor holds better value.
Yes,
The true
refractors.
refractors always hold better value than any other things, than the waves, than some of the short prints, which is kind of weird. Sometimes even numbered cards don't hold as good as value as the refractor. It's just a
And
true. I think
when you get
it's
the
like
true
the
like
true.
this,
There you go.
true, and this is a refractor, but this is a numbered teal. They're really good about doing the teals, or the colored matching with the numbers and stuff that they have. But they'll do stuff like the pulsars, like
Yeah.
this. They'll do stuff also. Tops is very consistent across the board with all their product.
Hmm.
That they'll also, so this is the leather right here, and then they'll have stuff like the wave, if you can see this.
Yeah, it's hard to see that. That's actually it's called the Ray Wave, just so you
Yeah,
know.
the ray wave.
And it's just
So
slightly different than the panini cards and the
that's right.
refractors. We're learning them all over again, which is kind of
Yep.
a freaking pain. But
But they also, on another note, they also have some odd stuff like some negative numbers, some frozen cards or the negative degrees. It's going to be like almost a black and white, or
well,
like cyan or something like that.
it is
They have.
called Frozen actually, and I don't know how to share it right now until I edit this video, but there's
Okay.
actually a great picture that I saw of this. Um, and I can't put it up here, but it basically showed all of the pictures, it was like a triangle, a pyramid of all of the base cards, all the way up to the super refractor at the very top, which is
Yep.
the one, and it's like it pyramided down to show you,
Yeah.
illustrate how rare they are.
I've seen
Love it.
that same exact pyramid.
Mhm.
You can also Google it if we are not able to put it up on the screen. But Tops does a pretty good job of keeping it standardized. Tops have been really good for their checklist and letting us know like the number of prints and stuff like that. They're pretty good with that.
Right.
Um, another
But
thing, the
a frozen
topo.
refractor is a five, -5.
That's
That's
right.
cool.
And this is like the topo. Then they have like a camo and some other things that just look out. If it looks different, looks weird, it's different.
Oh,
It's
and the sneaky one. Now that you mentioned, just look out. The sneaky ones, guys. Tops have variations, but sometimes it's so slight that you would not know on the base cards that they were variation. You got to look on the back next to the number. It'll say variation, image variation or whatnot. But the image variation, you could easily miss it up, and those are short prints. So. Um, yeah, make sure you're not just going through all those cards and tossing them. Make sure you look at the back before you put them on the side. So,
yep. So
um,
that was one of the new products that we touched in on. The other new product that I wanted to touch in on, since the hockey season is winding down, is the new Flare product, which is super cool,
oh yeah,
super like thick. It's hard plastic. It's not necessarily cardboard, so it's hard plastic. They got some really cool inserts on these things. Great products. About two hundred
very.
dollars for a hobby.
It's very 90s of the
Yeah,
flare. It is extremely 90s. They came out with a flare back in the 90s, which had the big cursive writing,
yeah.
and I like it.
Super nice. There's a
Yeah,
Connor
pretty
McDavid
nice.
numbered to 199. It's a nice one there.
Yeah.
Um, so like yeah, they're super hard, very stiff, firm, um, good product, and they're selling really like hockey right now is like it's just selling. Cheap
It's
entry,
picking up.
high sales.
I've been telling everyone I love hockey, not just to watch it, but I'm really getting into it for the sales because it's such a good entry point. And as far as price point, it's so easy to get into. It's not crazy, it won't break you.
That's right.
Like some of these things, Tops now it owns a license, And now we're seeing where last year Topps Chrome Hobby Box you could get for 200, now Topps Chrome Hobby Box you can't get for 1,000. And
Yep.
it's ridiculous how it's gone up and inflated so much. So
Yep.
hockey, I like get it while it's still cheap. You can get a Series 2 box right now on eBay. It's probably the only place you can get it, but you can get it for about 200 bucks. And that's a
I know.
hobby, right? And so looking, that's an easy intro. And then the cards are actually picking up value now. We're starting to see them start to level. And
Mhm.
as and I know this because and I'll save this for the end for what's in the box. Because I've got some fun stuff that I'm going to share.
Okay.
But yeah, the cards are starting to play now and come up in value. We're seeing those like the Demidovs, the Schaefers, Misas, and everything like that. They're starting to come up in price and be pretty common to that. So
Yep.
the Young Guns are still where it's at. They're king,
That's
um,
right.
just like a refractor is king, or when Panini had it, silver hollows were king.
But
Um,
now, in all fairness, the autographs are so rare and those any autos are awesome. But the Allure product, the Flare product, are really going for autos and numbers.
right.
Every now and then you can get variants and stuff that are pretty cool, but really the autos and the numbers are for Allure. Any upper deck product that you got the OP cheat stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of those. Those are probably the lower end stuff.
They're the lower.
Um, and then you got the Flare product that's just awesome. So
You get the
Allure,
metal.
it's oh, heavy metal too. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not a big Leaf
It's a
fan, and that's
it's a
personal.
skybox, and it's still owned by Upper Deck.
I know, but I'm just not. Anyway, so then you have those, like Leaf. I have a Leaf card here too, and this is like, I mean, they have some cool products. This is a Leaf card, Leaf
Well,
Metal, Ashton
well,
Jaunty,
okay.
like
I don't want to
this.
confuse the two. I don't want you to confuse the two. Is that the heavy metal?
Nope, this is Leaf Metal.
So leaf metal is different from skybox
Gotcha.
heavy metal. So I don't want to confuse those two because leaf
Okay,
is leaf. This is still Upper Deck. It's like the Don Russ base card, right? That's Skybox Upper Deck. That's the
gotcha,
base card.
gotcha.
So versus their other stuff. All right. So it's not bad. I don't dislike it. It's not they don't have any like really big cards unless you get some autos.
Right.
Then they have a couple of short prints. Nothing real catchy. The Lunar and stuff is but I still love the honestly the classic series 1 and 2.
Well, yeah, those are just great. I mean, those are always great.
Yep.
Um,
And another update that just came out and dropped was, which is crazy right now, which is Bowman Chrome basketball,
oh,
which has
Bowman Chrome basketball is always a hit. Yep.
it has the Bowman U, Bowman First, Bowman
It has
the
both
NBA,
women's,
women's,
WNBA, NBA, all of it.
yeah,
Anything basketball.
anything basketball, and it's hot. Now, granted, there are a ton of cards, right? With all those different players, a lot of cards. Um, so there's just a lot of mix in there, but they're going crazy right now.
They got the garbage pail kid hits that are really cool.
I want
Um,
one so bad.
I do.
Those things
And
are
then
going
they
so
also have the it's like a cartoon. It's like almost like a manga, a ripoff almost.
right. I've seen
But
that. It's they just hit one. It's not a manga. It's not a kanji.
I can't think of the
I
name.
can't think of it right now. I know they just hit one at Triangle. But either way, I like the mix up. Honestly,
Yeah.
the Garbage Pail Kids go for a freaking mint.
Yep.
We're talking like $10,000 for the last
Yeah.
Roman Anthony
Yeah.
that sold.
Garbage pail kid.
Yes, they are awesome. Connor Griffin had one. Uh,
Bowman does some really good short prints like that, man.
it is,
They're really good. Bowman's a solid product.
yeah,
Solid product.
I'll give them, tip the hat to you. That's a good product there. But
So,
so that's what we have dropped. We have some more
oh,
stuff coming up. Oh,
hold
what
on.
else? Hold on.
So then, yeah, we got to get into some TCG to shout out my TCG
Oh
people,
yes,
because my boy over at Wake Forest Card Shop, Colby, he's always asked, man, why don't you do some more? Why don't you do some more TCG stuff? So I mean, I got to throw it out to him. But so we loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
we did.
Um,
We did.
However, I will say this: we could have and should have bought the upfront, the pre-order.
Right.
The top numbered cards are the top autoed cards of the Donatello, Raphael, Leonardo. Now those are going through the roof. They're over $3,000, all of them. Some of them are up to $8,000,
Right.
just like the traveling chocobos.
Right.
Okay, so those are pretty much the only ones. Now the other cards are holding value, but they did went and they were started off huge,
Yeah.
and then they panned way down, and now they're kind of sloping, and
Yeah.
it's going to take a little while for them to come back up. Um,
They are a niche, and they're not for the and I talked to some people about it. Uh if you talk to the like the real purist of the Magic following, then
yep,
they stay away from the series like the Spider-Mans and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Transformers, and those series,
that's right.
because now, for whatever reason, Lord of the Rings still knocked it out of the park. Between
Still
Final
holds.
Fantasy and them, I think Lord of the Rings might have still did a little bit better than Final Fantasy. I'm not sure which one did better, but with The Hobbit coming back out in September-ish, I think
Yes,
that's going to be. I
it
mean,
was such a
honestly,
huge.
let's go
It's
ahead
so
and
huge.
buckle up because we're going to be investing hard into that one. Uh,
Yeah, that's agreed.
it is going to go crazy. I think I see
I
it being
mean,
better
well,
than Lord of the Rings.
I can piggyback off of that from the Strickhaven. So
Yeah.
Strickhaven, the first one, which I wasn't a huge fan of
Mhm.
personally,
Yeah.
but people loved it, and it was because of the Mystical Archive. The Mystical Archives are a Japanese alternate version of a card,
Yeah.
something like Vampiric Tutor or Demonic Tutor or those type of things.
Yeah.
It's the alternate art, so the Japanese version. Those cards were good, and if you got a Japanese card, those are solid. Anything in the Mythical Archive, okay?
Yes.
And the new Strict Havens launched with a $1,200 card. I mean, they launched with just the top of the top. So,
Really?
yeah, oh yeah. So at launch right now, and it just dropped 2 weeks ago or a week ago, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
2 weeks ago.
but
Uh,
just like in the first version, Forces of Will was like the top chase. Vampiric Tutor next in line, and they had a few other ones. But Forces of Will, it's almost $1,200 like now, and it's just brand new. I look back at the
Force
Strickhaven
of
stuff,
Will.
and it's
And that
still constantly going up.
it's a beautiful card.
It is
I'll be
cool as
honest.
hell.
It's a pretty. It's a yeah. It's a the Secret Skull. Now specifically the Secret Scroll foil version.
Right.
Right.
This,
But
yeah, the Silver Scroll. It's not a secret scroll. It's
or
Silver
not,
Scroll.
yeah, it's not Secret Scroll. The Silver Scroll foil,
Mhm. Mhm.
Secrets of Strixhaven. Yes, and I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because I'm trying to find one of them here.
Oh,
Um, but no, but that is a amazing card. I'll be honest, the first time I ever saw one and pulled one, not of this one specifically, but in the older releases, I didn't know what I was looking at. I was like, I don't even know how to search this up. To be
which
honest.
is really funny because I had to do to figure out the card. I
Yeah,
had to do the Japanese translator on Google and hold my phone over it just to see what the card was.
I love
So,
that.
so I could read the card. So yeah, it was difficult for me to understand what it is. So it's kind of funny. That's how I had to do it. But
Nice.
um, but yeah, so the first version was, I mean, the second version is superseding the first version by leaps and bounds, by big numbers.
Well, that's and they
Um,
had anticipated that. I mean,
they
honestly.
did anticipate that, and it's going up. Um, Now, on another note, besides that, um, so the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah, it dipped,
Hmm.
but even some of the other series before then, like the Lurwin Eclipse and stuff like that, they still steady climb.
Right.
So it does support the claim that yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's with the hardcore group of Magic OG people. Just not into it. The Marvel, pick one or the other. Let's stick to our storylines. Let's stick to the series and the game rather than going to these offshoots of money grabs, as they would say.
Right.
Um, so I get it. But for
I see
us
where
who
you're coming
like the variety of all these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the Marvel Universe or whatever, I like it. Just
from. I do.
chase what you want.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Mainly because of the nostalgia. I like.
Yep.
I'm keeping like some of the Transformer ones and some of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones because it's my sense of nostalgia of a game that I love to
It's just our
play.
age. It's our age.
That's right.
Just
And
saying.
then stuff that we grew up with cartoon wise, that was awesome. So I'm sticking with that. So what if it
Yep.
goes up? It's just for my own PC. But I want to check out the new Strixhaven to see how the gameplay is and see what that's
Yes.
up.
Now, on the Pokemon world,
Mhm.
Pokemon, the new Perfect Order, it's been a pretty good one actually. I was kind of turning my nose up to it because Ascended Heroes was amazing,
Of course it is when you get a
amazing.
God pack.
I got a God pack that was just ridiculous, and I'm
Come
just
on.
going to show them off again because
That's
I
why.
have
No wonder you think it's amazing. If I hit a God pack and any other things, then yeah, naturally.
so got this bad boy, and now he's one of the most sought out Pikachu's. Man, it's like
No,
yes.
I've been
So
watching it.
even more than the gray felt hat, even more so than some of the others, but Perfect Order, not to take away, yeah, but now in all fairness, Ascended to Heroes. The reason why it also launched basically was so well and was so expensive is because it was already short print off the line, so it was already half the amount that they were already known to be less of.
Uh,
So it's sought out, it's more expensive, the packs are more expensive, everything's on that is just shot up. But
so
Perfect Order is normal,
okay.
and it starts off with their like Meowth. EX is like the chase, that's the number one, and then you got like the Mega Zygarde Gold, which is like the number two, and those are going to be the top two chases. If you hit those, you got over $100 card.
So when we're talking about some of these other ones, it goes. Help me understand this because I don't know Pokemon as well. We
Okay.
got Perfect Order. Was that first released and then Ascended Heroes, or
No,
was
no,
this?
no. So Perfect Order was just released. Ascended Heroes was the series before Perfect Order.
So it went Ascended Heroes, then Perfect Order, which was released. Now, what about like, is Chaos Rising the upcoming?
Yes. So that's coming. So now, again, these are all part of a series.
Right.
So these are just the drop inside of the series. So this is what's different about a Pokemon. So right in here we have the Mega Evolution series,
Right.
right? So we
And
used to have the Sword and um, what was it? You had the X and Y, the Sword and Velvet, or something like that.
oh, yes, the Scarlet and Violet or
That's it,
Scarlet
Scarlet and Violet. Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet.
Anyways,
SD.
I'm
Right.
thinking of something else. Anyway, so
Right.
you have them. And so this is all part of the Mega Evolution. So Pokemon has some new ones coming up, but right now, what's selling is Perfect Order. That's the one that's going right now.
Okay. So okay, so and just to help everyone, and I just looked at it. So you had the Mega Evolution, which was the series one, then Phantasmal Flames number two, then Perfect Orders number three. The Ascended Heroes was a short print of this series, right?
Correct.
And there's a first partner collection, and then comes Chaos Rising, soon to be released, and then following that is Pitch Black,
That's right.
which will
And that's
be
going to be a follow up with some of the other things too. So that one, Pitch Black, is going to be cool as hell because
yeah,
that's a follow up of the Scarlet and Violet, the White.
right. The White Flare.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then there's also the Black Bolt, the White Flare and the Black Bolt.
I know, but this is kind of like that same thing.
Gotcha.
Since
Because that was
yeah,
like where you
no,
had
Black
the
Bolt was already in Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet.
Sorry, yeah,
But
I'm
wasn't
getting
the
tongue tied.
kind of like the
White
well,
Flare and Black Bolt was there already. So what's coming up though? It's just another series for that stuff.
gotcha. Okay.
But anyway, it's all still within the Mega Evolution.
Right.
So we're going to continue until that series is done.
Very good. Yeah. Absolutely.
But in the other hot product, last and not least, definitely not least, not a lot of people that I've talked to are into it. However, I've noticed, but they've been filling me in. But One Piece has come up and taken by surprise, just selling off the shelf. It's just flying and doubling and tripling in price.
Yeah.
So One Piece, it's just a wonderful show. Apparently, a lot of people love it, and it has a massive following. So naturally, they transition into a TCG, um, uh, I guess, setup to where now they can trade cards and play a game. So One Piece is another one of those items that's almost always off the shelf and sold out.
Is
So
that
that's another
right?
piece.
What and is it's a TCG thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Um, wonder. I see. I've not seen or heard. I know it's selling. I've heard of it, but I did
Mhm.
never looked into it. I guess so.
Yeah,
But
it's
apparently, it's
crazy.
selling pretty good.
Yeah, because like even just the last one that released, which is Adventure on Kami's Island,
Uh huh.
or Kami's Island. Sorry,
Yeah.
Adventure on Kami's Island. Like the top card, it's a manga card. It's Enel, and it's $1,100 right now.
Dang.
Hmm.
Well, and that's
So
that's way more like anime kind of style, right?
yeah, yep, definitely.
All right. Well, that's
So
yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more following on that, the One Piece, and of course you still have the Disney Lorcana, and
yeah,
that's
that stuff is selling like crazy too. And you got a bunch of other stuff, but those were the main drops that we wanted to get through because we still got to touch up on this PSA stuff. Talk
yes,
to me about
PSA
PSA.
news. So, I've talked to some folks about grading, right? And grading is the big question. Um, about like when do I sell it? When who do I send it to? Where do I send it? Um, which one should I send it? What makes this price different from this price, and so forth. It is actually very confusing as a new person to the PSA or the grading world and collecting world. It can be super confusing. And I've seen where people are using like chat GPTs to say how much is this card worth? How much that's great, right? Very useful. And all of these plethora of programs that can scan your card and tell you how good it is and blah blah bullcrap. All right, and yes, use some of the free stuff, use some of I've tried out different things. Collector is actually where I'm at right now. I've used Collects, I've used the TCG app. It's a hit or miss. You have to have good lighting and everything. But anyway, I say all that because between all of the grading companies, there are actually like the main ones, and then you have all of these offshoots of little ones that I can't really name them all. But like of the big ones, you've got PSA, which is still sits on the top with all of them, and then you have like CGC, SGC, BCG, which is Beckett, um, and then you have Tag, and from all of those main ones, PSA, as we mentioned before, PSA bought SGC, and then they bought recently Beckett. And so now there's three of them that own the main three. And by the main three, I mean that sums up probably like more than 75% of the market.
Yep,
Um, easily. People just don't send all of their cards as CGC because it's just you don't get as much value for it. I think people are now transitioning there. So that all said, the government is now launching investigations into whether or not this is a monopoly. So they're going to have to start reviewing this. Like things are getting tight now because I think people are going to start to raise a fuss. Um, on that. So that's one thing that's going on. The other thing that's going on that the lawsuits that are about to happen against PSA, I'm sensing like there's going to be a revolt because it's already started. Back in
yep,
November, there's some things that came about, and people are starting to share it more and more. PSA does not want this bad press, and they're also not doing a great job of covering it up. I want to shout out to Boston Card Hunter. If y'all haven't checked out some of his stuff, he does a good job of covering it and not just covering some of these things, but getting in touch with the people to have interviews with their experience of well documented experiences against PSA. And so we're talking, they've sent their cards, like one instance, a guy sent his cards to PSA, boxed, and they went to the UPS store or FedEx, whichever one it was, one of those carriers, and watch them box it up, 15 different cards or however many it was, about 15 cards, box it up, wrap them up, bubble them up, box it, and then box it again. Double boxed, 2-day mail, shipped it to PSA. 100 and some days went, and he reached out and he finally got noticed because he reached out and they said and sent him a picture of a box that was opened, empty, with bubble wrap that was empty. So just a single box, his box with the bubble wrap that was
Right.
empty, and said, sorry, you're going to have to contact FedEx. That's their issue, not ours. There was nothing in the box. Now, he filed a report to police report, and this is ongoing, so I can't say too much stuff like name wise, name drops on what cards they were or whatnot. But um, he had a whole list of the cards, and they filed a police report. The police pulled the tape from a very highly secure operation like FedEx or UPS, where they see the video of him packing it, of the person putting it in the box of collectibles, or not collectibles, it's the outgoing
Yeah,
mail.
right, right,
And then
right,
the
right.
carrier picks up the stuff and it's delivered, like not even like 30 minutes later, it is loaded into the stuff and delivered. Scanned when it gets to the place, then delivered, and once it's scanned, that's where it's left off. And once it's in PSA's care, that's where there is no accountability. They won't show pictures or cameras or videos or anything of that nature to share where it goes. And apparently there is none. Um, but
What?
it was just sitting there, and that's all it is. And they keep saying you have to file a claim with FedEx or UPS, whichever. And the problem with that is the policy for FedEx and UPS, and I didn't know this one. The policy is 60 days before you have to do it within a 60-day window. So it was far expired. So he can't reclaim, like there's nothing, he is trying to do something and he can't reclaim them. So this is an ongoing situation. This is one instance. Another instance, the dude had sent 3 cards in, so very significant cards, serialized cards, auto cards that you cannot recreate, or they're not, they're very noticeable to show up. And so that's why he knows it showed up on sale, for sale on eBay or wherever. Yeah, it was eBay. And he went through this whole process of like, he's like, where's my cards? They said, we don't have your cards. And the cards showed up on eBay not too long after. And he did a lot of little investigative work. And it was not saying that somebody from PSA did this. I don't want to make accusations between anything. But it just so happened that it was about 20 miles away from the location of the PSA place where this card was. It's a $25,000 card. And it was listed for sale. Now he got the police involved as well, and PSA offered to give him a settlement of 12,500 for these cards, of the lost cards.
You gotta be
Right?
kidding me.
Nope. And here's the biggest kicker that kills me with this, with PSA. They also offered that settlement, but in the event that they are able to get the cards back, he will have the opportunity to buy them back. His own damn cards. And it's
Oh,
like, and this he copied the email from PSA to share it, and it's like, yo, that shit right there is wrong on every level. This is an evil giant, and this is why I'm drawing a hard line in the sand. I'm still waiting on my January cards to come back, and February cards to come back from PSA. For now, those are the last cards I'm sending to PSA. If I get them back, I'm still questioning it, but I mean, here we are. They're going through more turmoil and bad press. It's not good for PSA. It's just not.
no, it's not. I mean, I even just did a quick Google search and someone else, I mean, there's a class action lawsuit that just was filed on the 14th of April.
There you
So
go.
just last month, the monopoly that has been set up, set up and saying, hey, yeah, it's a monopoly. So it is right now. And that's because everybody wants to go to PSA because they hold the highest value.
Right.
But I have noticed a shift. of the TCG world going, well, they've always liked CGC anyway,
Right.
but beyond outside of PSA's grip, going to Tag. Tag has been a wonderful product that has been really flooding the market lately. And we've kind of noticed this from our delay in cards that we're getting back. They've all of a sudden seen an influx of people sending. They're beautiful shipped, they're beautiful returned to us,
Mhm.
and they have a dig report that you can pay a little bit extra for, that you can, it's only a
Worth it.
little bit extra,
It's worth
but
it.
they come back super pretty. I
Yeah.
mean, but you know exactly the transparency that they're providing.
Right.
Like they're
Now,
very clear cut.
right. And I'll give Tag. Okay, so here's like the truth of it, the good, the bad, right? I
Yep.
also sent some cards to Tag back in February that I
Right.
have not gotten any updates on, right?
Right.
So, and by no updates, I have been emailing back and forth. Now, granted, I'm being a little saucy and spicy here, where I want my cards, I want to know status, because I'll be honest, Tag has been responsive, but I have this feeling it's an AI generated response, meaning they don't have the head count that PSA has, not even close to it. Um, so I'm getting this AI generated response, which feels
So
like
like some growing pains, maybe.
it's exactly what they even stated. Like we're going through growing pains because everyone's shifting from PSA. Yep, timeout.
Hurricanes take it in overtime, 3-2. Mm,
And there it is, baby.
big yeah.
Oh,
Mm,
two up
okay,
now. All right.
continue.
Well, so with Tag, they had this AI response because if you think about it, they're kind of an AI company with grading because that's
Right.
all scanned. It's not by human. It's not subjective. It's
Right.
objective. It's AI. So they have some growing pains, and they sent out this big email of marketing like, "Oh, we're trying to address it, trying to address it." They haven't done a good job addressing it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them that. Now, you can even go to their website. You can no longer order the base or the standard.
Oh,
The two lowest options. They are sold out right now, and so they put a break on all of those, and it's very limited spots for the next level, right? For the what they call a 30-day turnaround. Don't expect a 30-day turnaround. I think that's a little ambitious,
yeah.
especially since here we are. February 12th was when they registered mine,
Yeah.
and I still haven't gotten them back. So
Yeah. True.
that's I'm giving them some hell for that. And I as I stated in my message to them, I don't care if you tell me it's going to be 3 times the length of time, as long as you tell me something that I can like just respond to me and give me some more transparency because I can deal with things delayed. I know that they had a surge of people coming in there,
Yeah.
but don't blow smoke up my ass. I want to know where things stand. I want to know
Right.
what's going on. And so that's where I'm giving them some hell because they need to fix the customer service situation in a big way because they still haven't gotten back to me. And this is last week when I've been reaching out to them. And I'm a little bit too much sometimes. I know I'm going on LinkedIn and finding out who works there to see if I can't contact them directly. Like I'm doing this stuff because I want to have an update. If it's just an update, want to hold them accountable. Now, that said, the product is great. The grading I like. It's a beautiful case. People give it some hell because they're like, "Oh, it's delicate. You could break it." I think that's a good thing. I don't want a case that you cannot like you could break and still maintain the shape of it so I could put another fake card in there and copy it. There's plus and minuses to this. Like you shouldn't be throwing your cards around, your graded cards around. Point, you should take
Take
care
care
of,
of your stuff.
think of it like a phone. Just don't drop it and throw it around. So
Yeah.
and then it won't break. I just like the tag situation and the stuff they have going.
Yeah.
It's clean, it's fresh, and it looks really good compared to PSA.
They
Really,
really do.
I
They
mean,
do.
here, I'll just show you the nitty gritty of it is you hold these two up together.
Yeah.
Look at how clean this looks, right? There's
Yeah.
the tag. There's the
Agreed.
PSA. This still looks freaking just I get it. It's iconic. It's old school. Whatever. That right there is just that's the new wave of the
It's the
future.
future, right? It just looks
It
good.
is
It's
just
clean.
clean. That's just I don't know. It looks good. Take care of it though.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm still waiting on those cards from both from
but
PSA.
in all fairness, I sent out to PSA January 22nd, and mine are set to come back now, June, the first week in June.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely asinine. So I'm done with PSA personally. I'm absolutely I'm writing them off. No more. I'm done
Like
with PSA.
just like Boston Card Hunter said, no PSA May.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
let's try
tell
it. Anybody who's on board, no PSA May.
no
Let's
PSA
see
May,
if we
but
can impact
also
them.
I'm going to stick to it. He said he's going for the year. I'm going to see how long we can go, but I don't want to send any more to PSA at all. And
No.
I want to change the business because I am sick and tired of them, and
Mhm.
especially controlling the market like they're doing. Because there's so much shady stuff that they're doing, not just the lost transactions, but the flipping the nines to the tens and reselling them on their third
Oh
party.
yeah, dude.
Sorry.
That's bullshit. I mean, it's
So I
so
encourage you all if you want to send your cards in, let us reach out. Let us know what you want to do with them, and
yeah,
let us, if we can help guide. I would suggest tag if you still want to do the true PSA. That's up to you, and by all means, it's your investment, your money, your personal collection,
that's
and it
right.
does still hold for now. It still holds a value. However, tag is coming up in a big way for the Pokemon TCG world. They actually hold just as much value almost as
If
10.
not more.
Yeah,
If not
sometimes.
more. Some of them, like if you get a 10 pristine or 10 gem or 10
Yeah, the pristine. It's the high marks, the
pristine.
real high marks.
Oh yeah. So
Those are good. So
but
I'm
speaking
actually
of all this,
huh?
speaking of
I,
all these grades and stuff like that, what were you saying?
oh, I was just gonna say I'm actually looking for PSA nines right now to buy PSA eights and nines to send them to tag.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So what's in the box? Is what I gotta ask.
What's in the box?
What's in the
Okay.
box?
So went on a journey. I've actually, and I don't know what sparked this. I actually, to tell you the truth, other than hockey. Um, but what's in the box today? I went on this journey to do collect everything in the Dazzlers collection.
Oh, yeah.
And you may know that the Dazzlers come in, and this is for hockey. Um, this, oh, what do we have there? Is that a blue?
It is a blue.
A blue Schaefer?
No, it's not Schaefer. I
Oh,
mean, it's the Oilers, but it's Lyon.
Lyon. Okay. Well, that's the blue Schaefer. Okay. So specifically, one of the big players that we're looking at is Schaefer.
Yes, it is.
He is the number one right now, I guess, as far as sale goes for his
Yep.
young gun.
Yep.
But and I'll start from the lowest to the actually I don't know how these go, and I don't have all of them yet. So right now I'm going to get the rainbow. So we got the
Yeah.
green,
Yep.
we got the orange. Now we get to the shorter print. We got the red,
Yes.
and then we got the pink or the black. And
Yeah.
Harper pulled that one.
I
Right
know.
now, I've got the pink that's going to be right here. That's coming. I've got the holiday purple that's coming
That's
right
cool.
here, and I've got the blue is just the little guy right down here.
Yeah.
I've got those coming in the mail, right?
All
Now, the
right.
only one is the one right here is the gold.
Yeah, gold. Now
The
that's going to
gold.
be a challenge.
And I want it, and that's going to be expensive, but I'm going to get it. And then I'm going to have the rainbow dazzlers of the Schaefers.
That's awesome.
Isn't
That's
it? I
the
can't wait
awesome.
till I get them all. It's going to look so cool. Have all the
Mm.
purple in the middle, the pink over there, and then the gold if I can get
Yeah, that's pretty
blue.
cool, man.
I like it. So that's in the box today. I just yeah, I wanted to see if I could get them all because once I hit the black, well, Harper hit the black. Once she hit that, I was like, ooh, you know
You got to
what?
chase it now.
Now I got to chase it because the pink was expensive. The not too bad. It wasn't not nearly as expensive as the black. The purple wasn't cheap either, right? So those two, and since I had the red also, I had already hit the red.
I know, man.
Those two big ones, I'm like, okay. Now the monster, that's going to be
Is
a
the
whale.
gold.
Yeah. So we'll have to see about that one.
Well,
Otherwise,
still
we'll
pretty
keep
cool.
pushing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's in the box today. We'll have some more stuff on the next episode, but that's all we got for now. For
Yep, that's
tonight.
all we got. Thanks for joining us, and we'll try to be more consistent. It's just been a busy time in our life. Another 2 weeks from now, we'll at least be live then.
Yeah, let's see it. But all right, guys, we'll see you.
All right, bye.
Bye.